It's bad everything in the room. Bad vibes. Evil vibes.
Good names, though, apparently. Well, we're gonna get right into it. EG starting on the T side, Mad Lions on the CT side. A little bit of a collision. Roy charging Tarek, and they'll get the kill. That's really good, with a little bit of a flashbang from Hunden. Now, out at long, Hunden just has to spot. Oh, he gets a headshot as well, and back around the corner. But just getting information would have been plenty enough. Acor sneaking in to try and snipe away at another one. EG in a very, very tough position here. 3 versus 5. They try to run at it. Acor will get another headshot, and Roy is still alive and kicking. Cirque will get dropped. A nice triple kill for Roy in the round, and Mad Lions at least off with a pistol round here.
Yeah, that is a very well done job, and obviously Hunden getting that kill on Ethan as well. So he's rotated over, and they, talked about, as Chad said on the desk, kind of targeting that weaker player. The information that cat push kind of lets EG know that at least long is going to be clear. You don't typically have a cat push and people playing at pit and long corner, but still, the range of the USP is just very, very strong. Nice job from Mad Lions.
Yeah, that was a pretty good, kind of no-nonsense setup.
Blocks and a flashbang, Anders.
Give me a percentage chance here. What are we?
0.
0%.
They're not even going to get a single kill.
Oh dear, that grenade. That's going to set it up.
They're not getting a single kill.
Is it less than 0? Does it count if they get team kills? Is that less? Is that worse?
Oh, they might get one. No, they're not. They're not going to get a kill. Yes!
Team kill.
Team kill. You've done it. That must feel good. I remember my first.
Yeah. What, first team kill or just first prediction?
First prediction getting right.
You know what? I am, if anyone want the lottery numbers or anything, just find me on Twitter or something.
Yeah, you have about 10 minutes of good luck before it runs out.
All right, well, too bad. I'm stuck casting. Can't do anything with it. Third round, and we've got 4 Creeks and an AK-47 against the very questionable weaponry. Ooh, Shush even getting tagged there with, he's got the MP9, so he's got Hunden, and yeah, big weapon advantage right now for EG is what I'm trying to say.
0 kills on the EG side. Cirque had 1, but then he shot his teammate, so statistically 0 kills. Ethan. Actually, everyone pretty much looking for perhaps some of that aggression that they saw on Vertigo earlier, just being very cautious. A default setup. They have control of upper dark, peering out towards long. That deep smoke in the long cave might be a bit worrying, although Hunden has backed out of his aggression behind the double doors.
They have 3 smokes on the EG side, and Ethan just put out his, so that's just over at B. That's it's only going to keep Shush there ever. They've got the 4-man stacker on this side, and they're going to... Oh, Acor. He almost got stuck a little bit then. I'm not sure what happened, but regardless, he's going to go back for a little bit more. A lot of damage being dished out. That flashbang did not look like he was quite aware that was going to come. It is a great idea to flash your teammates into corner. You have to tell them. Otherwise, you're not actually helping.
Yeah, otherwise you're providing nothing. And that's a very staunch long defense, so EG going to readdress and try and attack a different point. But this is going to be tough, too. There's 4 players here. 2 at the A bomb site, 2 covering long. EG is getting completely red, and I don't think they really have anywhere to go. These flashbangs better be absolutely perfect, and this nade...
Oh, it could be beautiful. It could shut the whole thing down.
Breeze,
yeah, he's going to eat at least half of it. Tarek, in fact, will. But that is so much grenade damage, and they're going to try and see if they can take this fight. Breeze is getting 1. Ethan with a headshot, and Cirque will pick up the other one. This is a disaster all of a sudden. Out on long, nearly getting caught. Hunden is going to be going down. EG fighting their way back and around. They should never have been even close to winning. That is disastrous for Mad Lions.
That is the problem right there. Mad Lions had everything set up perfectly. You just cannot. You cannot lose a round like that. You have all the nade damage on Catwalk. When the execute even comes in, you get 1 more kill from the utility. You shut them down at long. It's a 1-pronged attack with 4 players here, and you don't get a single kill after that. It's wild.
And that, I think, is... That speaks, I think, to the inexperience of the team. Not that they're completely... I mean, they've been playing us, with this lineup for a while now. But that is where you need...
They've got that V4 trophy in their back pocket.
They have that, you're right. Like, this is why you want them to have a moment where there's like a call that just echoes through the team and everyone says, like, just focus here. Like, we've got this. We know where they're coming. No one does anything crazy. And instead, they end up having just a series of solo fights. There is no real coordination.
This is what I don't understand. No one seems ready to fight. Maybe Boopski might have been blind, but, I mean, this is just way too much. Yeah, I think you may even be correct. Just too many individual fights as they rotate over. They could never coordinate that crossfire with the player and Goose. The player coming up long was a little late. That's just a brutal way to lose a round when you have so many advantages.
That's actually unforgivable because now they're in a lot of trouble here. Hunden goes down, immediate headshot. There is a second player in pit with the FAMAS. Oh, what a transfer from Roy taking on Stanislaw. That's so impressive. And he needs another one, though. Tarek and Circa still here, and he doesn't realize. And long-range shot from Acor with the AWP, and Bubsky will miss the opportunity. So now it's a 2-on-2, and Circa's still down here. He was an absolute beast on Vertigo. So if he gets up and running in... Oh, sorry, the Cirque down there. But yeah, Breeze, if he gets up and running in this game, you've got to be really careful. Shush is holding the B-bomb site still. Ethan, though, might have a good chance to just beat the timing here.
I really like this play from Ethan, especially because Circa's grabbed the bomb and he's able to back away. When Shush eventually comes back to investigate the B site, oh, he's in for a rude awakening. Ethan, he can even push out, he can wait and gather information. So many options, but at the moment, just holding onto the B bomb site. He's even got a smoke and a Molotov. So when eventually Cirque gets to the B bomb site, double doors will be smoked off. You'll Molotov the window, and it's a free plant. And that's, I mean, actually, it's just going to be a free kill and an open bomb site.
Yeah, very, very important there. Smoke, so if Acor even wanted to try and go for one of those crossing shots, that's not going to happen.
Ethan had like 9 different ways to win that round for his team. That one, perhaps the easiest.
Yeah, he didn't even have to make a choice at the end.
No, he didn't.
It's even better. Yeah, I don't know.
You said Acor was fearless. Does he go for this?
He is the personality to try and do this, at least to look for a kill. I would say if you were playing the odds, having an AWP, even if everyone else has pistols in the next round, is just worth way more on a map like Dust2. But yeah, sure. I mean, he just have that quality to him. I feel like now he's already been waiting a bit, so
I think he's trying to get 1 kill as they exit.
Yeah.
Like 1 more gun away, keep that money as low as possible. But this is risky with that AWP. Ooh, and he almost had the chance. Ethan is not going to let him get away.
Nope. Attacking him from the window, and they'll steal the AWP right back. So
just dropping the AWP at the end. He knows he's down.
Cleaning it all up.
REG. Gives it up.
I'm kind of mad about that round on the A-bomb side. I take personal offense.
In which way?
I just, you know, I want to give them more credit. I do feel like they sort of are my dark horse team for this.
I think there are a lot of people. They're my dark horse team as well.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff is.
You mean the round where they lost with 4 at the A-bomb site?
Yeah.
Okay.
That can't be happening.
Take personal offense to that. I like it. Cirque is going to have some warm-up shots, or Stanislaw is just going to slaughter everyone. So there we are. Quick round, 3-2. You'll have to have a chat with him in Danish. Give him a nice Danish insult.
I might do. I think I'll do better. I think I'll put Jacob on them. He could be he can be pretty critical, Jacob. So I was put.
He can indeed.
Yeah. So I think I'll just unleash him. Say, you know what? No filter, Jacob. Tell him how you really feel in Danish. Lay them all out.
Yep. Maybe it'll be a death segment.
That could be good. We could bring them on. Maybe we could, you know, bring a belt or something and really,
really hammer it home.
Breeze making a quick jump behind the flashbang. Oh, actually turned for it. I think he thought there was a flashbang coming from the CT side that he was sort of waiting to turn for, which is actually like that's some next level meta. And he just got caught, you know, sort of waiting for it, which is unfortunate. But that actually it isn't Breeze, you know, stupidly with his back turned. There's just, you know, he's trying to play at a high level almost. Didn't work out this time.
What scares me the most is, oh, wait, hold the thought. Stanislaw's going to lead. Great pop flash. Boopsky surely goes down. Yeah. Quadruple dink with the MAC-10. Nice flashbang from Tarek, and now evened up in a 4-on-4. 2 smokes, 3 Molotovs, HE, and a flashbang for EG to utilize. There's really not a whole lot of utility. Smoke, Molotov, nade for Mad Lions, and they've just used the smoke. Now, they lost this bomb site when they had 4 players defending it. At the moment, it's just 1. It's just Hunden.
Yeah, playing down on long, which, I mean, if you can keep that, it's fine. Cirque goes down to Acor with that AWP. We've seen some decent kills coming out of him. But he has to stay mobile. And again, he gets the kill in the middle. Now you see him rotating back towards the A-bomb site, which is, I think that's what he has to do. That's going to be his role probably for much of this, is just trying to find out where he could be relevant. Because if they dodge him, then it doesn't really matter how good he is with that weapon. Shush falling all the way back. They have a Molotov on Tarek, but ooh, actually right through the smoke, Ethan gets dropped, and now it's real weird. 2-on-4 with 24 seconds left. No way Mad Lions can screw this up.
You've set it up perfectly. Roy inside the site, going to go down to Stanislaw. We liked his aggression. He's dropped by the AWP. It's Tarek who's going to try and get over. Needs to hit that shot, but Acor is too fast. 3-3. Mad Lions hold on. And you're right. No way they could lose it. You have to say as well, I mean, what's kind of what I wanted to get into earlier, a little bit scary, is, you know, if the game plan for EG was to take long A and attack towards Hunden. At least, much like Vertigo, Mad Lions tactically coming out on top in those early engagements with their setups at long. I haven't really seen a convincing take of that from EG. They've come out on the losing end more often than not, but they're still just tied up. I mean, that's the problem. Is even when Mad Lions is getting everything right and having the good performances to start the rounds, they still just can't contain EG.
Yeah, that is definitely a good point, and something that's going to come back to probably haunt them for the rest of the half here. Like this position from Roy, there's no smoke on that box right next to him, so that's leaves him a little bit more exposed. And here's another thing that we haven't even seen yet, because I've obviously been, waxing lyrical about Acor and his AWPing skills. I don't know if I would pick him against Cirque if I'm being... On a good day for Cirque, I'm going to pick Cirque to win that battle. And we haven't even seen that yet. So that could be a potential other problem here for Mad Lions. Cirque is wildly out of control with that AWP when he's good.
We've seen a lot of slow starts to this tournament from the AWPers. That's a decent peak if there's not fire there, but, there was. Cirque still just waiting for a peak. Yeah, some of the AWPers have opened up Katowice in quiet forms. Woo, a tough first day. Simple wasn't as crazy with the AWP yesterday as well.
Well, it's going to be a crunch, isn't it? Breeze down in lower dark. He's going to join Ethan shortly, and then they're getting real close. Oh, Acor, nice shot there to take down Cirque, and now edging out. He can almost line them up. Tarek is down, jumping back, and he nearly gets Stanislaw as well. But coming through the smoke hood, and he's thinking about it. You see, just waiting for that to happen. He's almost got the angle on Stanislaw, was putting down the bomb. Bubsky sneaking through another smoke, but he gets down by Breeze, and Hunden can't make the flank work. Oh man, they were seconds away from getting those timings down, and then they would have won the round instantly. But Stanislaw, nice triple kill to add to everything else. And shush, no point in taking this fight. Just might as well back on out.
That was a big kill onto Acor. He was almost ready to go for it again. And Stanislaw has even transitioned into the AW peak and saved that for Cirque in the next round. And this is brutal for Mad Lions. They win one, and now they lose one. And they don't have the money to really handle that. Hunden with $0, Shush with $0. Yeah, he has the Krieg, but can't pass anything over. So Mad Lions going to have a really tough affair ahead of them in the next round. You know who we haven't touched on for Mad Lions?
Go on.
Peacemaker.
You're right.
He was on the couch yesterday.
Yeah, I had kind of forgot about that. That's a bit of a shame. We should talk about Peacemaker.
Did you have something, or?
You brought it up.
I did bring it up. Well, he's obviously coaching Mad Lions. I actually think Peacemaker is just obviously a polarizing figure, I think is a nice way to put it, within the scene. I actually think Peacemaker is very smart in terms of just Counter-Strike game knowledge.
Yeah.
When you talk to him about Counter-Strike, it's awesome.
Could it be an advantage that he's a polarizing figure in the sense that, you get some talk around the team, maybe we just need more Peacemaker interviews and more, like his side of the stories, I guess. Like, I want to know.
I feel like that would be cool. Either way, I think he's a pretty interesting addition as a coach of this team, and obviously I think he's going to be someone who helps massively with preparation, and him and Hunden working together, you can see some of the tactical stuff that works very, very well for this team.
Yeah, and because they have so many young players on this lineup, I mean, Hunden's got tons of experience, but it is probably nice to have another figure in there that can
has some experience, has
exactly.
been playing on stages, knows how to calm them down. Here we go again, another tactical play for Mad Lions, and again, another good read. They have the Krieg and three players, to back it up. Shush with an immediate double kill, add a third on top of it, and he's won the round. Doesn't even need the help of his teammates. That's an angle that EG never expected.
You're already ruling out Breeze in this? 2 versus 5? I mean, you never know.
No, I mean, it's possible, but I mean...
Give it a low percentage.
It shouldn't happen.
0%?
It shouldn't happen. Let's leave it at that. They're searching for just one more kill at the A bomb site, and Roy's going to hear all of this.
Yeah, we would need a whole sort of domino type sequence of mistakes out of Mad Lions for this to even be close to possible, right? We can't rule out, but that kill, setting up Breeze for a just for a hero sequence. It doesn't get to it, but I like to think it would have been cool. There's a world in which
there is a world.
He's just so good. Shush with the one Krieg saving his team. You're absolutely right. That ties it up. And that actually, remember Mad Lions? This was the 8th round where they lost on Vertigo. They lost that clutch 1 vs 2.
Yeah.
This time, the 8th round, they save a Krieg. They turn it around. They get economically back in the game. What a turnaround. Double AWP as well. So quite a different start to Dust2 in that sense.
A double up with money in the bank as well. Fast pace out towards long. Cirque, everyone's going to be blinded. Cirque is all on his own. Molotov and flashbangs to cut him off from his team, and he goes down.
Ooh, yeah, and now running for the fire. Stanislaw wanting to revenge that kill. Hunden, he gets the one, and now he's looking for another headshot here. Challenged immediately by Breeze, and actually taking a shot for the smoke. So 3-on-3 really quickly. EG love that. They don't mind this at all.
That's relentless. And Tarek has just been lying in wait in middle. Looks like he might want to make his play
Trick smokes.
out middle, but he's only got the deagle, so doesn't want to be too aggressive just yet. Now working his way up catwalk, they can turn this into a pinch. Acor is going to be pretty tough to flush out of this position, but if he doesn't time this correctly, that long hit is going to be brutal, and Tarek goes down quick. Now here's the play towards long. Shush can't cover his teammate in time. Breeze with the bomb going to have to make the leap of faith. That smoke does not cover everything. He goes for the fight. That's a bold play.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it. That is so crazy. Yeah. Again, there is a world in which Bubsky comes through with that with just his knife out.
Not scoped in, yeah, knife out, something.
He sees the smoke going on, and he thinks, yeah, he's going to cross to try and put the bomb down. Let me get close so I could do something, right? And then, boom.
I think if Breeze knows there's a double op setup on the map, I think he just runs across. He just goes for the plant.
Could have been, yeah.
Takes the 1v1. Either way, the aggression is always fun to watch. Close round, takes a lot of money away from Mad Lions, but they've got a round advantage, 5-4 in the favor of the Danish underdogs.
They're going to flash there. Breeze is the only one with any firepower here. That flashbang went way past Hunden. He's going to get a nice triple spray down. And Stanislaw on the other side. You know, nothing really can come of this at the current point in time. They're going to be up 6-4. That's, for CT side Dust2, I think that's actually pretty great. Yeah.
Especially after getting wiped off of Vertigo. And I mean, as you said, sustaining some of the tough, through some of the tough obstacles they've had in the early stages. That round from Shush was massive that he's able to get that triple kill. Saves the Krieg. They've won 3 in a row, starting with that round.
I'm still not over that round on the A-bomb side, Jason. I want to say that.
Okay.
Like, it's good. I'm liking this from Mad Lions, but they're not forgiven yet.
I'm not really over it either. I'm not taking it as personally as you. We can check back in after halftime. We'll see if you've like woo-set it out of your memory or something like that.
I'm real mad. Can't just let that go. Jumping over the shots, no open play on the other side. Again, I was hyped. Oh wow, Bubsky pushing in. Lower dark with the AWP. He has been spotted, and that means he's in a lot of trouble. There's no backup, no teammates. He tries to go for the shot, and actually maybe that could have landed. Nearly does it, but that's a lot of aggression. Oh man.
Oh, you said it was Acor who was going to be the one who goes crazy. It's not. It's Bubsky in this round. That was absolutely mental. Oh.
Well, we discovered where the mad part of Mad Lions is entered.
I like it. Normally I'd criticize that kind of a play, but I'm fine with it. That was fun.
If he doesn't get spotted, he's actually still in a very dangerous position because there's 2 people coming from upper dark. He gets 1, you know.
Well, it's just the way that like he could have thrown the Molotov into lower dark and just ran back through double doors, or he could have just initially ran back through double doors without the Molotov. Like, he had about 5 different options to get out of that situation. He didn't take any of them. Good shot from Acor. The aggression on catwalk. The stack works even better.
Yeah, and they can read that as one of the attacks towards an A-bomb site, and they immediately think that they're even bringing Shush a little bit closer, almost, it looked like. Grenade comes through. Hunden here at the ramp. Oh, they've got the grenades out, and he sprays through. A big double and a triple for Hunden. Perfect timing and a flashbang from Roy to set it all up, and that's 7 rounds now for Mad Lions, even fighting back after losing that initial fight from Bubsky in the middle.
Yeah, that's a god-tier flashbang from Roy.
Now, give him another op and let him do it again.
let him try one more time.
It's the, you know, it's the old American foreign policy, you know, the madman approach or whatever it is. Just never know how crazy it can get. I like that.
Well, they are pushing. It's not Bubsky with the op. It's Bubsky with an M4 and Acor to cover. This looks much better. This is how you do aggression. Oh, they've just wiped him out. It's a pretty hefty investment from EG, half investment, although they do have the losing bonus building up into their favor. But they're down 4 rounds now. 8-4 in the favor of Mad Lions, looking pretty strong at EG's map pick.
It's not nearly as cool when you bring your friends in the middle like that, you know?
Yeah.
You've got to do it on your own. Go and fight that. You know, the person I always associate with that kind of a play, although we don't see that style out of him ever anymore, is when Shox used to do it. Okay. Shox would sometimes buy that up on the CT side and run up mid, like all the way up top mid, and just fight people.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a hot minute.
2014.
It's been a while.
All my references.
You've been crushing it with the 2014, 2013 era references these past 2 days.
It would be a fun study in history to go back and find those demos and just, you know, look at the difference in some of the players or even some of the styles, you know. Could be interesting. Anyway, 13th round here and yeah, 8-4 lead. I actually think this is amazing for Mad Lions. What did Pimp give them? He gave them 10 rounds, I think. They're almost there.
Yeah, they're in the first half, which probably was not in his notebook, his equation. Could be. We'll have to see what he can explain.
Jacobonomics. I don't know how to say that.
Pimponomics.
There we go. That has a much better ring to it.
Yeah.
Probably. That probably is a thing. Anyway, so A-Core looking down the middle. Pop flash to set it up. Doesn't want to go for the chance shot. Doesn't really, I can't blame him for it. Kunden out at long and Breeze hiding inside of the smoke and finding the perfect timing and just, yeah, pushing that potential weakness. I think Breeze is quite happy to take the fight against Kunden all day.
I really feel bad that we actually caught that whole sequence from his POV. First the Molotov right into the smoke and then just getting absolutely crushed. And this is a save call. Surely.
Yeah.
Surely Mad Lions isn't going to rotate over. They've got plenty of money if they wanted to go for it. It wouldn't be like a complete disaster, but man, you can't make that call. Bubsky going to try and chase down Ethan. And this is a good call from him because Ethan is there to cut off any players from the B bomb site falling back, watching that flank. Now it's much harder for EG to get a stand. If they want to chase down these guns and hunt the weapons, can't really do it. They're not going to feel super comfortable. So that's a nice escape route provided.
Bubsky, again, just trying to find a safe spot by the football up there.
Oh, what the hell? Yeah, there you go, Breeze. Scoped in, you couldn't even see it.
I actually have a point about scopes that I want to
go for
steal from.
We've got some time now.
From Vendetta.
Okay, doing the old Chad strategy.
Yeah, stealing opinions. It's one of my favorite things. But yeah, no, I had a whole meta thing. I'm stealing Chad's opinions about stealing opinions. There's another layer deep. Listen, forget about all this. My point was, or Vendetta's point was, that some people have a hard time figuring out how to scope with the Krieg. I mean, they obviously don't want to do it because of the sound issues and all the rest of it. Who was that flanking on Nuke the other day? Was it Rain?
Yes.
So I think, and that was what Vendetta was pointing out, and I think it's true, we do see that a lot. People use the, and it's not that unscoped Krieg is great, but there are a lot of fights I feel like people are losing when they, when they just don't have that. And it's a bit of a shame. I think Roy might have been in that position down at long.
Yeah, perhaps. I think there's also the factor of the scope taking, what, like that extra quarter of a second to scope in properly?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably it, isn't it?
Tarek looks like he wants to challenge. He's had a rough game. I believe he's still stuck around 2 kills. Long control. This time, one of the rare rounds that EG's been able to get it for free. They haven't had to battle for anything. Mad Lions is going to give it up to him, but because of that, look at the concentration in mid and catwalk. They've got Bubsky playing close double doors, Roy and A-Core on catwalk. That's a nice setup if they were ever to defend catwalk. You can have Bubsky go for the flank, or if they attack mid, you can have 2 players quickly getting aggressive to try and help out at that part of the map. So very centralized at the moment is Mad Lions.
It's also a way of saying, you can have long, but, we'll keep catwalk and good luck planting the bomb unless you have a lot of grenades, which they have 3 Molotovs, so if they get across here, get the bomb down, they can use some of these Molotovs if they just keep 1 or 2 of them to keep them off forever and ever. That's a nice fight to win. Breeze looked like he actually had the timing advantage there, but Roy somehow able to beat him with the M4. Grenade, gonna be just see if he can time it right on top of the bomb planter. It does a bit of damage, but the bomb still goes down. No more grenades left for EG though, so actually gonna be hard to hold this bomb site. A-Core gets completely timed and Cirque with a beautiful headshot. The entire flank is gone, and just like that, this becomes an almost impossible retake. They might as well go for it. Mad Lions, the 14th round. They're gonna have plenty of money next round, and they're getting all the way shut down. Shush has to run for it. That is, I think Cirque taking half that fight away is pretty much what does it.
Yeah, I mean, to eliminate a long flank, there's no chance for Mad Lions to come back into that round and make the retake happen. So really well done from Cirque, and even the bomb being planted for him. That was the plan all along. Bomb planted in that front corner.
I just didn't see what happened because we saw the grenade attempt on the bomb planter.
Yeah.
There were like 3 or at least 2 people on catwalk.
There was a Molotov on catwalk. This is why they couldn't peek.
They just pushed him all the way back.
Yeah, as soon as they crossed over, Stan crossed quietly, silently. A second player came over, threw the Molotov, and I think even a flashbang.
They had no smoke to put it out and boost or anything.
I didn't notice that. You're asking for a lot of details.
I know.
It was a hectic situation.
I know. Well, I want to go back and look at that because, in some sense, that almost should be. I am on board with the idea of giving up long and taking catwalk, but part of that plan must involve. Okay, well, if they actually go for that kind of an issue, you know, are we just stuck here behind grenades?
It's also a reason why a lot of teams, when they do have a catwalk setup and they don't feel enough pressure from middle or from catwalk from the T side, they'll get players into the bomb site to put that smoke in the plant spot. Nice shot from Cirque, even doubles up on a Roy. He got that quick spawn. A lot of damage dealt there with that initial shot, and I mean, Mad Lions playing with Shush all alone at the B bomb site. He's pretty much in the later stages of this half. This has been pretty much the standard setup on the defense for Mad Lions, is Shush all on his own, and plenty of emphasis towards long, towards
and they're
catwalk.
coming for him. They are coming for him. That's a good grenade landing at their feet. Oh no, I don't know if it did anything. That's a bit strange. Shush goes down inside of the smoke over there, and
they have to go for it. It's the last round. They're backing away, but yeah, that's the trouble. I mean, you're seeing these past 2 rounds is kind of like the positive and negative of all the setups that Mad Lion has. Obviously, great emphasis. A is going to be a bit harder to take, and you can have a lot more of a defensive stand. But when they come out mid, Shush's only option is to push in towards the tunnels. It's the only place where he can find safety.
Yeah. I think the grenade did damage. It was just a little bit delayed. Breeze lining it up nicely. Bobski should have been dead, and he will be. A 7 to 8 half. So, I mean, not bad at all for Mad Lions. They're going to be happy about that. It could have been probably a little bit better. Very even game here on Dust2 for the first half. We'll see how it goes second half. That's going to be up right after the break. So, stay tuned.
You've been distracted, your best, my average, there's a reason for that's a fact. So they snapping back, mad at the fact that I don't have a backup plan, I ain't need that. Outworking everybody when I relax, so I ain't tripping out, none of y'all feedback.
Shadows, I've come to make a name, ready for battle, cause I got a throne to claim, think that I'll crumble, I'll show you a mistake. Where you see me coming, better run for cover, cause I'm not slowing down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger, so meet the monster I came to conquer. When all the smoke clears, I'll still be on my feet, forget all of my fears, cause I know my destiny. I feel a champion waking inside of me. It's in motion, the legends spoken, this is my moment. Can't break my focus, know where I'm going, this is my moment. Where you see me coming, better run for cover, cause I'm not slowing down, I'm never going under. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger, so meet the monster I came to conquer. When you see me coming, better run for cover. I survived the pain, I know it made me stronger.
Show me an opening in the clouds, and I'll take it. Yeah, reminding myself to just let go. Don't wonder how far I can fall. Don't look down, never fade out. And
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half, second map between Mad Lions and Evil Geniuses here. Second day of Intel Extreme Masters Katowice. Still got so much Counter-Strike coming your way, and it's been pretty great. That first map on Vertigo was very one-sided. Evil Geniuses showing much of their power and why they're such a powerful team. But Mad Lions have found a way back into this. They're actually looking competitive. They could win this map if they don't make any serious mistakes, and that would be fun. That would be a cool upset.
That would be great if they were able to take this map away from EG, force us onto a third one, which would be on Nuke, which would be interesting enough. But I mean, it's the same story from Vertigo. I feel like tactically, Mad Lions have a good read. They're playing very, very well. It's sometimes, I mean, the nice thing is they've at least contained Breeze, right? He's not dropping 30 kills on him in this map. Well, he still has a chance, I guess.
He can still make it.
He can still make it.
2 P250s on Mad Lions. If you want to, win me over in a pistol round on the C-sides, how you do it. I
Simple man, simple pleasures.
Yeah, I like that.
This is the old Team Liquid pistol round. Waiting for the catwalk presence. Flash over for Breeze inside the smoke. Dangerous game. He's going to back out of it. Oh, and now peeking down. Easy kill. Oh, a second one. That's a thing. That's a disgusting sequence. If I've ever seen what Acor's going to go down, I cannot believe he just spanked him like that. Got to pay for that kind of fun.
Yeah. I don't think they'll have the same level of appreciation that you did, Jason, for it, but yeah, that was real good. He got him.
Like what? Oh, it's the way he just completely ignores the entire possibility that someone's at top mid.
Yeah.
How those P250s work out, Anders?
They didn't do much, did they?
No.
Breeze came prepared. Wow, what a shutdown. What a great start here for Evil Genius in the second half. Mad Lions stayed with the pistol round of the first half, so I guess it's only fair. Now we're back tied up at 8-8, and they've got nothing but Glocks, so again, we could probably have guessed that. Now, who's going to get the kills? That's the thing here, though. Who can clean it up?
They heard this scout, so they want to go right at it. There's a tag. Oh, and Cirque, he still had the narrow angle. He spotted them coming out. Oh, great spray from Ethan. Only 2 kills from it. But certainly, oh, this is an awkward situation to be in. Tarek just tries to bail out of it. It's very dicey. It's very scrappy. It's very disorganized. It wasn't pretty. They got the job done.
Down in the mud with the Mad Lions, I guess, but didn't come out. I mean, they only survived with 2 people. That FAMAS at the end, again, they had no armor, so it was unlikely he was going to win, a series of fights there. Still.
Yeah, there was a lot of frag hunting in that round.
Yeah, everybody wanted in.
Yeah, everyone wanted to get those free kills. They're like, oh, Glocks and no armor? Sign me up, baby.
Yeah, I am ready. So, got a couple of creeks. Peek in the middle. It could be very dangerous against the creek with that scout. They were setting up for long. They got the smoke at the corner and setting up for even more. But now the counter smoke kind of making that one irrelevant. Are they going to try and come through anyway? Might just flash their way in. They will try and do that. Breeze lining up. A nice double kill. But Tarek only had the FAMAS and he still goes down. Significant damage on Acor and Shush, though, will make this scout a little bit more powerful. And a 3-on-3.
Decent nade. We'll see if any of the damage logs in. That's softened up enough for the scout. Cirque can have a pretty decent impact. Yeah, there's the nade damage. It comes in right at the end. Shush down to 61. That's 3 players at long, and unfortunately, EG didn't have anyone advancing across the map, so they don't realize that all 3 players are here. They don't have them boxed in, but equally, Mad Lions a bit nervous of trying to fall back out of the long cave. So they're just going to sit and wait for a moment, see if any flank is coming. Stanislaw and Cat, Cirque, and CT spawn. Ethan is going to join up with him in mid, so we'll see. It looks at the moment like Stanislaw is just going to remain the anchor on catwalk and let Cirque and Ethan do most of the movement and investigating. Honestly,
I don't mind if you stay long or go back, but whichever option you pick, you've got to do it together. I mean, in 3-on-3, you can't send one person out investigating the rest of the map. So,
well, here's the other thing you can talk about too. The utility all the way back being used far back at long is going to give the indication over. Now, Ethan's not able to get there in time. He's far at the B bomb site, and they didn't fully commit to the rotation, being very wary about a flank or a fake.
That's an amazing Molotov. Look at the time.
Yes.
20 seconds left. That's actually a problem. Not only just because many of the EG players are going to get closer, but it means if anyone was going to try and get a kill here, I mean, they would have had almost no time left. Now, that's not quite going to happen. Cirque setting up for a smoke that they can maybe try and get out onto catwalk with. Bubsky out there with the Krieg. It goes down to Stanislaw. That's a huge kill, and look at the health that's left on the rest of Mad Lions. It's not that much. Shush open to middle, and Ethan will take him down, and now it's Acor long range, and I don't think he could do this. The timing, good on the peak. Now he's got 3 people to battle all at once, and he gets dropped by Ethan. Great comeback here for Evil Geniuses in a round that could have been very, very sketchy. They look like they took their time. They didn't really worry about it. There was no stress at all in them. That's nice to see.
That felt very well coordinated. You're exactly right. Double up on catwalk, swing through the smoke. Good stuff from EG. And Mad Lions again, I mean, with 3 players, they're not able to kind of get any kind of crossfire teamwork set up. That was great from Breeze. Even Tarek just getting damage was quite nice, but Mad Lions nowhere to really go from there. Good utility usage, as you mentioned, from Stanislav to slow down and allow time for the rotations.
Yeah, I mean, that, even if it doesn't seem like a lot, that actually does give them the time that they have to afterwards to set everything up. You know, it's the extra, 5 seconds, 7 seconds where they're like, yeah, we can set up the smoke. We can, do this without rushing anything.
Ooh, that's a double peek, and they're all going to go down. That's huge. Great job from Hunden and Shush. I don't even mind the double peek. I just don't think they expected that many numbers. And how much does EG want to dedicate to this attempt at a retake or to hold this bomb site? The bomb is being planted just now. It's only Tarek over here.
Surely not worth it.
Yeah.
2 Creeks and an M4, that's a lot to give away. And it's not like EG have, all
cash flow.
Yeah, they just don't have it, do they? They're going to fall back. I have a proposition for you.
What's up, dog?
I think this current meta of Dust2, it can change, but the way that most teams are playing it right now, if you're on the T side and you get even like 1 person probably that's somewhat close along, you can have that long corner every single time if you want it. It's so hard for me to see what the CTs can do if you throw that smoke from T spawn that lands at the corner, and you just keep flashing over and run the. I was rewatching again. I was rewatching the Navi and FaZe game from yesterday, and as far as I can tell, none of those 2 teams ever fought for long corner. If the other team really sort of like committed to it, then the T side could have it every time. And I feel like that's something that's going to be. But now the problem is, I
think it's certain teams as well. I think it's very much an attitude team of whether you even want to fight for long. You need to have the right players in that position because some people just don't like taking that fight.
But the follow-up to that even is, I'm not sure what people do when they get the corner half the time. So they sort of like, they take it, like this is the same kind of a setup. Smoke at the corner, they go for the fight with the flashbangs. They win that fight, and that's amazing. Now, when they win it this much, obviously it's a little bit easier, but half the time I'm not sure what the T-side actually does with it or if it's even sort of worth it. Nice headshot from Tarek taking down Acor, and that, ooh, look at Stanislav pushing up over in upper dark. So even if this is a 4-on-3 or technically was a 5-on-3 just a second ago, they could still end up losing this Mad Lions. They've got long, but now comes the rest of the job.
This is the exact round we've seen them lose so many times. It turns into a heartbreak. They have all the advantages. They've done everything correct, but now they just have to overcome the skill and the ability of these individual players on EG. First kill for Shush. Tarek's been spotted as well. Another headshot. He cannot transfer over. Ethan went down without a fight. And even though Stanislav had the intel, I don't think he's going to want to go for this. Might see if he can create some magic in this initial contact, but he'll back away quick.
Yeah, this is where if you get an instant headshot dink, right? Maybe it makes sense. He did get it, I guess.
Just the wrong way.
The wrong way. Receiving, not giving quite. Shush with a triple kill in that one, and that ties up the scoreline at 10-10. So, I'm still curious about this. Maybe Pimp, maybe Chad, maybe Maniac could help us bring some light to this. What is the, what are they seeing once the T side? Let's say they have long and there's no exchange, just a 5-on-5. Now you have long. What do people do that's really smart? Because I'm seeing a lot of teams just hanging out there against just going. No, actually flash to the corner. And they only have pistols on the other side, Acor, and then the follow-up there with the Krieg looking just fine. So this round doesn't really count.
I think obviously what it does when you have long in that corner on the T side, it obviously forces the defense to make a decision to play on catwalk, to play in the bot, like just pushes them back. They have to respect catwalk and they have to play someone, watch out for mid. More than anything, I think it's just pretty cool. It's just a great part of the map. If you don't ever control long as the T side, then the CTs can feel way more comfortable.
I mean, I agree with all of that. It's just that when I look at what the outcome is,
problem is the examples too in this game.
Yeah,
they don't them taking it, and then it's everyone on the map is at long.
Well, that's what happens a lot of the time. You end up committing the entire T side to doing it, and at most maybe you have one person that's sort of hovering around upper dark, which, I mean, but that person is very much alone. I understand what theoretically what the advantage should be. I just think in practice I'm not really seeing it. Now, they are faking it this time. They're throwing the same amount of grenades, the Molotovs out there, and then they're going to try and hit Catwalk. But Circus ready with the AWP. Nice return, though, from Shush taking down Breeze. I like the way of doing that. They've just been doing that long push like 3 times in a row, and then they say, okay, we'll do it a 4th time, and then we hit catwalk and hope to catch them off guard. Now, they didn't actually do that, but it's still a nice fundamental theory.
Dear.
Ooh. How did they see Tarek?
I'm not sure. Maybe he popped up on radar. Maybe just the boost over. They spotted him through the smoke. Good win from Stanislaw. And again, just that individual fight, turning this back into a 3-on-3. And this is a retake scenario. They're going to go for this, certainly, EG. 3 players. They have a kit on Ethan. They've got the 1 flashbang, the 1 HE, and they even have Ethan on catwalk. Molotov is going to be awkward for him, but Stanislaw might be able to help.
Oh, my
Just
God.
narrowly misses the intel.
Yeah, he did. He's trying to sneak in. Nice shot from Stanislaw. Now they're all on the catwalk waiting. 1 AWP and that 1 Krieg. They do almost line up. And oh, 2 for 1 for Acor. Taking down Circa and Ethan. And he's back for more. He wins the round. An amazing triple kill, putting Mad Lions in the lead and shutting down EG's economy.
Yeah, they're really starting to roll now. That is a very fortunate shot, obviously, for Acor. The 2 for 1 is a thing of beauty, but they wanted to make sure they cleared out Cat before they addressed Stanislaw inside the bomb site. And that is a heavy sigh from Stan. Here we go. Oh, just the helmet. Tarek's going to be so upset that that's what showed up.
Yeah, he had to put that little extra, you know, fluff on his helmet.
It's the reflectors for the nighttime.
Why don't we have night vision in CSGO? What was it? It was like $600 in 1.6, and when you actually
No, it was way more. It was $12.50.
$12.50. Yeah. Let's bring it back.
We did a quiz on that. We quizzed the HLTV guys.
Yeah, but you know how I am. Why would you bring that up? We should bring it back. It's a nice punishment for when you know...
Fat finger the
yeah,
Ikes.
Just like, oh, why did I just do this money?
I think it was right next to the defuse kit as well, so it happened quite frequently. So great. I guess I'll just spam this in Spam now.
It made really aggressive sound when you turned it on as well.
And it was absolutely useless in the game itself.
Just need to add a night map and we'll be good to go.
They had one of those too. DE
did.
12-10 for Mad Lions, and again back to pistols for EG. This has been 4 straight for the Mad Lions offense, and yeah, the losing bonus is building up, but it's not pretty for EG at this point in time.
Roy nearly losing that fight to Stanislaw. That was a bit uncomfortable. But I mean, I'm impressed. Even if they stumble and can't actually complete this Dust2 map, I still think that they're proving a lot about why they were so many people's, you know, dark horse pick. At least we're getting that out of them right now. See if they can follow through. Nice headshot from Breeze. Has he got any more in him this time? He's going to get shut down, and Shush, I guess, just knew that.
Blind kill. He was just holding the trigger and crossing his fingers. Works out this time. 1-on-4 for Cirque. He'd love to find a weapon, but they're so far away.
Channeling the force, Jason.
He's low. Could have done it. Yeah, he's got his blaster shield down. That whole thing.
Exactly. If you had Jedi powers, would you be banned from using them in a tournament? I guess you would.
How would anyone know? Couldn't you just... Can we... I don't want to go down this negative route. Jesus. This is best left for when...
Listen,
this conversation is fine. I don't want anyone to know that I'm a, you know...
secret Star Wars fan. I appreciate the fact that you even tried to pick up on that conversation. I assumed you would just pretend you hadn't heard or something.
Oh, Jesus.
Double ult.
Here we go. Molotov down. Breeze wants to, he's just so blind. He's so blind. He's lost the flashbang lottery, and Roy finds the opening kill. He's down to 11, but he'll take it. Trade from Tarek. Meanwhile, up catwalk we go. So much attention, so much utility at long, pulled the defense away, but Cirque has a real chance. He's taken off the head of Bubsky. He knows one's in the sight. That's Hunden who's going to go for the plant. Molotov might force them out, but he's going to play it patient for the retake.
2 Molotovs left here on Mad Lions. That's really interesting. 2 smokes on the other hand, too. And they're all on the sort of the same side of the bomb side. Actually, Shush sticking around. I think that's huge plays coming out of him, because if they're all on catwalk grouped up there, that's not really good for stopping any kind of a retake. Cirque, though, was just waiting down here, and EG very, very concerned about trying to go too much for this, at least early on. Attempt for Acor, hiding inside of the fire. He goes back for more. He's almost burning. Oh, he gets the kill anyway! What a play at the edge of the Molotov. And now Hunden hiding back here. They don't have a grenade to try and get rid of him. Acor trying to be a little bit bigger than he needed to be, maybe. And they're going to go for the instant defuse. They do have a kit. It's going to be close anyway here. Down to the last second, and they get it. EG at 11 rounds. That is so close.
Not out of it just yet. They've salvaged a double op, but they're going to have to invest everything they've got. And if I'm Mad Lions, if I'm Peacemaker at this point, I'm calling a timeout. Yeah, there it is. You've got to know the money's at a breaking point for the defense. They're going to have 2 ops. They're going to have no cash in the bank. And this is where you call a tactic. And you've had success on both sides of the map at Long A. You did a pretty decent job on your CT side of holding it, but now attacking it, you're finding that 1 to 2 kills at that long corner pretty frequently. And I really enjoy that call in the previous round, even if it didn't work out, the fakes. And 1 player out, and like 3 players worth of utility over the long wall.
Yep.
And then hit Catwalk very quickly. Look how many defenders are lured over to deal with just Roje. It was all 3 of them.
This is the iconic highlight reel for Acor. This is exactly the thing that I enjoy about him. How many people could play low health with an AWP at the edge of a Molotov and...
Opponent in front, flames behind you, 1 step behind.
And still even be functional in any way whatsoever. That is very, very cool. But they're nowhere near out of the woods yet. This double up setup for EG is very, very scary.
It's very important as well, and here's the tough part. They're both in mid and B. Ethan's got the other AWP right at the B double doors. Cirque is in middle with it. So an opping the rotator to that B bomb site can be pretty tough if a set piece does come in. If you put Ethan as contact at B, that frees up Stanislaw to be a bit more fluid, which is what we normally see with this style.
I think they weren't up a dark for a while there. They kind of thought better of it. Now instead they're regrouping. They got Bubsky out at long and slowly gravitating towards that A bomb site. If they successfully...
The weakness.
Yeah, it is. If they can just force Cirque back with 1 or good 2 flashbangs here, maybe that's all they need. They get the bomb plant down. They have Bubsky lurking at long. Not a bad idea.
Cirque just looking into the wall, waiting for the flashbangs to come out. Tarek's heard some footsteps, so he surely passed over information. At least 1, maybe 2 players there. And taking a note from Glave's book and trying to jump over smoke on Catwalk to gather information.
They're going to set it up. Now, if anyone jumps down, the fact that Tarek is in CT spawn could be pretty lethal. They don't have to do that for the strategy, but sometimes they do throw in that little bit of a wrinkle. Tarek moving up, trying to headshot somebody. Cirque, good time flashbang to make it really hard for him to hit anything, and Bobsky's just looking. And he's got a really important job here, Bobsky, in finding the right timing. If he gets it wrong, then they can focus on the retake. As long as he's alive back here, it's real tricky. 5 on 5 for the retake. Mad Lions get the bomb plant without losing anyone, and that makes it tough on EG, and they have to win this round. They're pretty much out of money if they don't get it, so that might be a 3rd map right then and there. Molotov at the ramp, but Stanislaus still there. Good job with the FAMAS, and they take down Shush right afterwards.
Why is nobody peeking?
Yeah, oh, and Bobsky, instant caught with Cirque in the back, and now Acor's here with the AWP, and they just try and group up on him. There's so many people there. They're going to get the round. So no one going down for the plant, no one going down for the after plant. Strange round.
I take personal offense to that round. You can have the round previously. That was...
Go on, Jason. Tell me how you really feel.
That was an ugly hold of the post-bomb plant. And obviously, there's no one fighting at any one point. You have 2 players at this. You have Bubsky watching the flank. He went back to mid. Now he's running knife out back to the A bomb site. You have Roje fighting from middle, but he's not actually doing anything to stop the retake. He was too late to get there. So you actually had nobody really defending and slowing EG down from progressing into the bomb site. That's a very awkward post plant that they're going to have to revisit in the future. He is crazy. I can't believe he's just done that. He's going to go for more as well. He's still going to challenge. He's almost got it. Stanislaus shuts him down, but that's the B defense. The opening provided.
They're going to try and boost. They could get caught doing this. Oh, they're actually going to catch Shush. That's really not bad at all. Bubsky's hiding inside of the smoke. If he goes down, this round is on right away. He's trying to slink on back, but when that smoke fades, we'll see if he's going to be able to live through this. Challenged by Cirque and executed as well. A headshot. And now inside of the bomb site. 2 versus 3. Hunden has a Molotov and a smoke. Oh, but doesn't matter. Breeze will take down Roy, and that leaves Hunden in a very, very tough 1 versus 3. Grenades raining in. Cirque trying to run right through, but they'll take him through the smoke instead, and that's going to tie it up 13-13. Wow. Again, I am on board with Acor's style of dive, I'm not going to lie, but the follow-up, maybe not quite there. I mean...
Well, that's the kind of... I mean, we talked about this, just the 2 of us off stream, and actually we talked about it with Peacemaker yesterday in the green room, was, you know, Acor, this kind of a style is awesome, and it's so much fun to watch, but it's going to get tempered as time goes on, right? As they start to break into the top 10, they play against more of the top teams more consistently, that kind of style is going to get punished. That first pick is great. Fall back after that. Stop trying to toy with the smokes at that point. I mean, I know they're trying to execute a mid to B split very quick, but, you know, let the rifler take up the mantle. They know that you're zoned in on your position with the ult.
Ooh, they've got him. Yeah, that's... You want to punish that, but... Yeah, by the time you get the Molotov out, it's not going to be possible. They did get a leg shot on Ethan, no?
They did, but that's fine for him. He's just going to hold the op posted up in the upper dark tunnels. He can even back away to the headshot angle if he really, really wants to. Stanislaw. Utility over the mid wall. And again, Bubsky lurking in the long cave. Roy just watching for an upper push. 3 players controlling mid and catwalk for Mad Lions at the moment, and it's just pretty standard default for EG. 2-1-2 setup.
What EG have done, though, by winning a couple of these rounds here, the last 3 of them, they've all been defusers. They're all in really close rounds, but they've built enough of an economy that if they lose, they can still force. They will buy anyway, and that wasn't true in the previous round. So it's like they've outlived...
Get a breathing room. Take some pressure off yourselves.
They've just outlived that immediate sort of economic reset, and that in itself is actually huge.
I have to imagine they're going to do Shush and Acor, maybe draw Acor maybe peering into the A-bomb site, but Shush perhaps dropping off catwalk while a mid attack goes on. I'm not really sure at the moment what Mad Lions is lining up for. 40 seconds, just under it, left on the clock.
They knew the boost was happening last round, so yeah, they could jump down from the catwalk to try and take out Tarek. That could be really interesting. You can definitely try and do that. Now, Tarek is moved out, so he's not even vulnerable to that any longer. Hunden will take him down with the Galil instead. The bomb is dropped back here. They're in CT spawn, but they've only just picked up the bomb, and now they have to challenge Cirque, and they're going to be running up close. He couldn't see anything with that scope. That was so strange, and from my point of view as well, I didn't even know what was happening, and Cirque certainly didn't either.
That's what I was going to say. It's not that he couldn't see him. It's that how many times do you expect an attack at the A-bomb site to come from CT spawn? Like that, he's not even looking at that angle. So Mad Lions perhaps improvising a bit there, but it works perfectly. Ethan's going to find a kill. And yeah, even though they'd have the money, you want to keep these 2 weapons alive. Breeze should be able to do it. That's a tricky spot to clear out. And there's not really enough money on the Mad Lions side to chase down these weapons.
That is a very, very interesting strategy, for sure. We've seen B splits where, you know, you smoke off CT spawn on the B side, and then you put a smoke on catwalk towards A, and you have one of your players diving in to try and stop, you know, whoever is boosted up there. We've seen that version of you know, CT spawn action. This was some other variation that ended up in A instead. We're gonna have to go back and investigate. I honestly, there's so many things happening. I can't.
That would be a fun round to just like sit down with Hunden and be like, "What's up?
Yeah.
Talk me through what's happening in this round."
Which matchmaking game did this work out in? 14-13.
He's doing some Silver Strats content here at IEM Katowice.
You know,
why not?
Maybe it could work out. They clearly did not see it coming. So it's like there's absolutely no way they are this crazy. Shush has got 23 and 12. We should shout that out because we've been highlighting a bunch of other players, and he's actually been doing a really good job. Hunden is at 16, so not even bottom at the scoreline or scoreboard. And, you know, we keep ragging him for the scores, but this is one of the games that he's actually playing really well in, and we should also highlight that.
Well, the long defense, that kind of a scoreline from Hunden is a lot based on how well of a team they've played at long on, as I said, both sides of the map. They've done a good job CT side of defending it. Now on the T side, they're able to take it as well. I mean, you're right. Shout out Shush because he's not only putting up some numbers, but playing solo on that first half at the B-bomb site. He was that player that just pretty much played a 4-1. You're like, have fun over there at the B site.
He was doing that on Vertigo, so he's just, that's his role. Put something heavy on his back, and apparently he'll carry it. 28th round. EG, again, they had just got out from under, you know, the immediate reset zone. So they get double open this round. They have pretty much everything they could want.
Yeah, but if you get broken here, then you're fighting at 13-15 with essentially just some pistols, maybe one rifle or whatever you can save, really. And that's the other side of the coin, is EG might have to make the tough decision of calling for a save when they'd probably want to try for a retake. If they get into a situation where Mad Lion's able to get into a site and get the bomb planted. Sure. Now, maybe that doesn't happen because they have been phenomenal at the retakes. They've had some pretty stellar ones.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Breeze is the only one with the kit, so just saying that out loud at the beginning of the round. Ooh, Roy goes down to Stanislaw with an AWP, so that's one of them. They've had Ethan on the AWP. They've always had Cirque on one of them permanently. And Bubsky, that is the good timing. You know, he does get dinked in return, which is a bit unfortunate. Down to 10 health, so it's still a trade. But you never know. And they're going to go the same thing. Bubsky lurking long. They're going to try and see if they can shut down Cirque. Last time, a good flashbang actually put him out of action for a bit, and he doesn't want to stick around. He's probably scared they're coming close like they did the previous round. And that's going to be a bomb plant. Now, can they hold it this time?
I can't believe, yeah, I guess because there's no player in CT spawn to cover the drop, he just didn't want to mess with it. Santa's thought that'd be a big kill, but a better one from Bubsky. Low HP, immediate headshot. This retake, this is what I talked about, man disadvantage. Do you make the call?
Only Breeze can buy and drop for somebody else in the next round, everyone else is going to have next to nothing. This is a really, really dangerous one, but it's either that or fighting for overtime. We'll see. Ethan going for the headshots, and he'll land one of them. Hunden picking up one, almost a second, but that does leave Bubsky out here with an AWP on the grenade. They're going to... Oh, there we go! Knockout punch, and no kit. Breeze had the only one. They're going to try and go for this defuse, and it's almost there. A couple of more seconds. I think they'll have time for it. What a close call. 14-14. The retake works even at a man disadvantage, and EG hanging on to the game. That one grenade. I thought they threw it close onto the bomb site, and they just saved it for a second.
Drop the smoke and toss it out towards Catwalk, and that's all the dink that Breeze had in that exchange earlier. This was a good shot, but I mean, with 10 HP, you just can't do anything about this, can you? Especially because the smoke pluming, and when he hears that, it's going to lure him closer to a peak.
Yeah.
Tough clutch. 14-14. We're all tied up, and both teams pretty much fully invested. This is the map right here almost. This is the series. Good shot from Acor. Stanislaw goes down quick.
Ethan putting up that smoke, and are they going to... It lands way behind them. They try and push through, and I was going to say almost one at a time. Now the smokes are up, and EG again.
You have to save.
Yeah.
You can't do this at the B bomb site, especially with the mid smoke already there in CT spawn. So this one's going to fizzle away. EG's going to have to play for overtime. Mad Lion's going to have one chance to take us to a third map.
Wow, yeah. Acor finding some of those openings. That's one of those qualities. I mean, there are so many teams, even at a higher level than Mad Lions, that actually don't have that kind of a player.
Well, I have to imagine Acor said the last round Sanazal had the op, right? And they'd kind of gotten battered on some of the early contact plays at B by Mad Lions, like once or twice throughout this half. And Sanazal just says, you know what, I'm just going to take the op, I'm going to peek and I'm going to get that pick. Well, Acor just does the same thing right back to him in the next one. He's like, all right, well, if Sanazal wants to op into the B tunnels, I'm going to go pick him off.
What a game this has turned out to be.
Yeah, this one's been just smackdown.
Love it. 15-14. Map point right now for Mad Lions. They need to win a single round here, and they will, you know, they'll be on to Nuke, which in itself is a whole topic that's gonna be fun to see.
You want to talk about the pressure EG is playing under as well in these past few rounds is the last 5 rounds that they've won on this CT side, EG, they've all been defuses.
Wow.
So Mad Lions is getting into the bomb sites like whenever they want, which isn't necessarily unusual on Dust2 because the A bomb site is frequently played as a retake, but still, this is a lot of plants coming in for the Mad Lions side. That is giving them so much extra cash. Even when they've had some money issues in terms of what they have left in the bank, that extra $800 is going so far, and it's just applying so much pressure to EG.
Speaking of EG, they were ready to fight for long. They had 3 people there. They were absolutely ready to, in case Mad Lions went back to that strategy that they've been doing so much, but they're happy to go for the default, clearing it out. I think they were trying to bait out, they have 2 ops in the beginning. They were trying to bait out someone peeking in the middle, shooting with one of them. And now they've thrown that AWP away and are back to just the one on Acor. So far they've got not much of anything, but they could just go for this catwalk thing again. Hunden trying to make the jump, and we'll see. Last couple of rounds, Circus had a hard time finding the right kill in that moment. He's been flashed back or he's just been run close by, so he's a little bit nervous in this position. What do they do now? They've shown themselves, and EG don't really have a lot of info at the moment, do they?
No, not at all.
They're really well set up for a B split.
Cirque is going to have to flex a little bit in this round. Previously, when they went at him, he kind of gave up that angle out towards long. He didn't even want to fight for it. This time, on railing, he's going to have to stand his ground, deliver some nice shots. Breeze is even playing way more passive over at long as well. He's backed away from the corner, so he'll be able to help out. And he's got 2 flashbangs.
But that's almost all they have. They have no more grenades on EG. They actually have to shut this down on approach. If the bomb goes down, they have no grenades to retake with. A missed shot once. This could very well be it. 20 seconds. EG need to get here quick. Another one that's missed, and the Molotov on top, and Roy will take down Stanislaw. They're trying to fight back, and Mad Lions need to control themselves. Acor will take down Ethan. Now a 4 versus 3, and this retake is nearly impossible with the lack of grenades. Cirque gets dropped. Shush, doing everything he can to try and get that 3rd map. Breeze, he snuck by. I don't think they've seen it. No, I don't think they can stop it. He's got a kit. He's so far away, Bobsky. Oh, but he fakes it. He thought he was closer. He goes for the fight. Bobsky crouching down. He needs a headshot, and he'll get it. 16-14. If he'd have gone for the defuse, he would have won it right then and there.
I can't believe that he made the decision to tap that and get off. He